Hi everyone, my name is Esther and this is a Let's Play video on the game Tiny Wings. So you can see here that I'm going into the game through the Apple App Store, and the game is essentially a pay-to-play game, which literally means you have to pay in order to download and play the game. So, in order to get the game, you have to pay $3.99, which is quite expensive for a mobile game, but I'll talk more about that in a second. The platform of this game is primarily a mobile game, but you can also play on your tablet. The game is available in the App Store for both Android and iOS. Tiny Wings was developed by German game developer Andreas Illiger in 2011. Basically, the mobile game follows a very simple design, but the mobile platform offers higher quality colors and touchscreen capabilities. Now that we're in the game, you can start by naming your bird or changing your player name. If you swipe to the left, you'll see that the game offers an alternate game mode called Flight School, which allows the players to race against 3 other birds controlled by AI. If this is your first time accessing the game, it will take you into a quick tutorial of how to play the game after pressing the play button. Once you have reached each step, it will take you into a pre-game screen. Before we start playing the game, I'll just quickly talk about the business model and why it makes this game so successful. In-game purchases are actually not available, but what makes it so addicting is the achievement levels and scoreboards. This you can see by clicking on the list icon located on the bottom. You're able to keep track of your personal high scores and the statistics for your longest fever, grade, slides, cloud touches, coins, and distance. The more objectives you achieve will make your score increase, and you'll be able to collect new nests. Every time you complete a set of objectives in Tiny Wings, you will earn a new nest and get a different set of objectives to complete. Nesting up means higher scores as well. The multiplier you see on your nest is what your score is multiplied by. So if you're looking for high game center rankings, nesting up is a priority. Players want to keep playing to improve their skills and get further into the game. The good part of this game is that there were no advertisements, since you had to pay to access the app. You can also pause and resume at any time during the game, even if the bird is mid-flight. The genre of Tiny Wings follows a strategy and adventure kind of arcade game. One of the 14 forms of fun is advancement and completion, because you are challenged to fly over as many hills or maps as possible before the day comes to an end in the game. Basically, the player takes control of a bird whose wings are too small to fly, so what you have to do is use the hills in order to gain speed and flap the wings by tapping and holding the screen in order to make the bird fly. Once it's in the air, you can tap the screen again to make the bird come back down and slide over another hill. Since Tiny Wings is a physics-based game, the most important part is knowing how to control your slide. Touch Teacher shows you through the first parts of the game the ideal spots to place and lift your thumb. After Island 3, the landscapes gets a little more random and harder to conquer. Now we will talk about the mechanics of the game. The bird itself is static and it doesn't change throughout the game. The operant actions include tapping and letting go on the screen. But the resultant actions might be how much distance you cover in one slide or how much power or speed you obtain from the quality of the slide. These actions will create emergent gameplay to try and cover as much as distance in a short time or obtain more coins. So you might try and land some really good slides in order to touch the sky, which will give you extra points. Or you will strategize when you're running low on time, so speed will matter and you would want to stay lower to the ground. The game space would be discrete because you can only move forward across the number of hills, and games need objects to fill the game spaces with. So the items that you see on the hills, like the blue power-up circle or the golden coins, which are eye-catching and contribute to their attributes because you can obtain it or skip over it. Even the sundial found in the bottom left corner. The symbol that shows up when you land the good slide is also another gameplay object. Basically anything that is seen or manipulated in the game. The state will change upon reaching a blue power-up as the bird will increase in speed. To complete each map in the game, players will need to have physical and mental skills such as having good coordination, timing, and observation. Additionally, the change of hills as the player advances creates a level of chance because each hill adds unpredictability to the game experience, increasing replay value and diversifying gameplay. Tiny Wings is a type of progressive game in which it is linear and the player will go through sequential actions to reach a definite end to the game. This goes into the idea of genre because the higher the level, the more difficult each hills get, such as thinking of ways to avoid bodies of water, managing your timing, and planning where to land. According to the Bartles taxonomy, players who are interested in playing Tiny Wings will most likely fall under the Achiever's character because they prefer to gain points, levels, or other concrete measurements to succeed in the game. Players can even connect the game to their Apple TV for better display quality and easier gameplay. And now I'm going to play the Flight School mode. You can see here that timing and coordination is key in this game, otherwise your bird will slow down like this. So if you're someone who likes fun adventure games, go on over to the App Store to download the game. This concludes the Let's Play video on Tiny Wings. Thanks for watching.